So what we are going to do with you, huh? Nothing. Questions? Any questions? If there are no questions, then we can adjourn the meeting. You come down, mate. What shall I talk about, huh? Give me an idea, yeah? I mean, I constantly talk about sati, developing sati, and still, even my constant talking about that doesn't lead to any results. So what shall I talk about, yeah? Liberation, yeah? How we liberate ourselves. If we don't have sati, we cannot do wisdom, yeah? And if we don't have wisdom, we can't cut the fetters. Yeah? And if we can't cut the fetters, we can't liberate ourselves. Yeah? So sati is the most important thing. Yeah? Before we can even start doing the work of investigation. In the work of investigation, it is important. Yeah? How are you going to survive as monks? Yeah? When the onslaught of raga-tanha comes, yeah? When sensual desires or sexual desires come up, how are you going to survive? Yeah, sooner or later you will disrobe. Yeah, a beautiful woman is coming, and you're gone. Yeah, you have to have, as monks, or as practitioners who are here for a long time, you have to have Asubha ready. Yeah. To fight the onslaught of the kilesas, who trick us, with the beautiful, images, yeah, of our sexual desires. We have to turn these around. We have to be able to turn these images around, yeah. And if it is a beautiful woman, we have to be able to skin it, yeah, and to see what is underneath that skin. Yeah? Because then we certainly don't like it, and we certainly don't have any sexual desires. Yeah? We don't have any sexual desires for the mess that is underneath the skin. And think about, the face, lips, eyes, without skin, yeah? Or a body without skin. Do you want to hug it, Do you want to touch it? I doubt it, yeah? And that helps, yeah? If you don't have these images, yeah, available when this onslaught of raga-tanha comes, yeah, that can turn it, into something undesirable, yeah, then we have no weapon, yeah. And this weapon we have to develop, yeah. Even if our sati is not great enough, yeah, we still have to develop these images, yeah. Bring them up, yeah. Every day, yeah. Look, look inside the body, look what it is a mess, yeah. And when the kilesas come and try to trick you with a beautiful image, turn it into something that is loathsome. Huh? But we have to train it. It's not coming automatically, yeah. Automatically, it's only coming these beautiful images. Yeah. And from our memories, Even then, even when they come from our memories, we have to be able to turn them into something that is disgusting, yeah? That we don't like to see. Yeah? Otherwise, we will not survive as monks or practitioners for a long time. Yeah? So, coming back to it, in the beginning, once in a while I talk about it, that you at least, you have to prepare yourself for this onslaught. You have to prepare yourself, at least, 45 minutes per day training, look at these Asubha pictures, yeah, we have lots of books, yeah. We have these books, where you can look at these Asubha pictures here, just memorize them, yeah, and then bring them up, yeah, without looking at the picture. Bring them up and bring them up and bring them up, yeah. You have to be ready, yeah. Just like we have to be ready, when we are thirsty to have some water standing there, yeah. Otherwise, we die of thirst. Yeah? So, we have to be ready. Yeah? No? We love to have these fantasies. Yeah? We have to be able to turn this fantasy into a nightmare. Yeah? This is the whole approach, yeah? We have not, yeah? I mean, all our life we were running after the beautiful things, yeah? And then we saw them and then they disappeared, yeah? And then we looked for the next beautiful thing and the next beautiful thing, yeah? And they all disappeared just like beautiful soap bubbles, yeah? And every kid, has done that, yeah? Running after all these soap bubbles, didn't we do that, yeah? And once we got it in our hand, what happened to it? It burst. Huh? No? It is a very important part of the practice, yeah? Bringing up these Asubha images, yeah? It is not only necessary, to fight raga-tanha, but in the end it is necessary to understand what is good and evil, what is beautiful and ugly. Yeah? If you remember, the talk that Lungta Mahabua gave, about the last stages, of investigation of the body, that's exactly it. Yeah? I mean, these images come up, blip, and then it instantly changes into the other side. Yeah. No matter, if you have a super images, it changes into a super image. A beautiful image changes into an ugly image, and an ugly image changes into a beautiful image. So that you see that we are running after these images, yeah? That we understand it. Yeah. But before that, you train it, just to remember these images. Yeah, take these books, I mean, we can, even if there are not enough books, each one of you should have it in your kuti, ready, yeah? When the onslaught comes. No? Do we have it? Huh? When the onslaught comes, at least have the books ready if you can't really memorize these pictures, yeah? And there are lots of nice pictures. And if I remember correctly, I mean, a few months ago, we saw corpses, yeah? Yeah? Do you like to hug these corpses, you like to kiss these corpses, or what? Yeah? So they were not fresh, I mean, they were not bloody, yeah, but they are still, I mean, still didn't look very nice, yeah? It didn't arouse any kind of sexual desire within us, yeah? Huh? When you touch them, when you touch the heart or the skin or the lungs, yeah? So it is essential, yeah? I mean, if you don't have this, get a few Asubha pictures, and put them on the wall in your kuti, yeah? So you can see them all the time, yeah? I mean, we have a printer, we can print them out, yeah? Any time, yeah? But you should have them, and you should try to memorize it, so if you're not, if you're on your Chankram path, and you don't have the book with you, that you can bring it up, yeah? It is a very, very, very important part, to bring it up, yeah? I mean, it's actually not very much different, from replacing a thought that comes up, or a memory that comes up with the word Buddha, yeah? I mean, it's all the same technique, yeah? It's the same technique over and over and over again that we use from the beginning of our practice to the end, to the last moment. Yeah? Replacing one thing with the other. And we do that, as human beings, we actually do this. Yeah? When we remember when we were young and we went through the streets and we saw, a beggar, an ugly beggar, and we looked the other way, yeah? Or when we saw a heap of shit, we looked the other way. We automatically do that. But we only did it, when we saw ugly things, yeah? So we replaced every ugly things with the beautiful things, yeah? With the beautiful side. Now we have to do just the opposite. Replace anything that is beautiful with something that is ugly or disgusting, yeah? And monks listen very well, it is your only chance, to survive as monks or practitioners, yeah? It's the only way, yeah? No matter if you're a woman or no matter if you're a man, it is, for us, it is very important, yeah? For the machismo, man kann, yeah? Patipat asubhang, yeah? Do you understand what I'm saying? So keep them, yeah? Make them available, each one of you should have these pictures in your kuti, yeah? And, you should investigate the body at least, yeah, for 45 minutes every day, even if your sati is not well enough, yeah? Looking at these pictures, can increase our concentration, yeah? And it's sometimes even more interesting than the Buddha itself or the breath, yeah? And then do some basic investigation, like I said, yeah? I haven't talked about it for a while, yeah? Do some investigation of the body. Cut the body up and, put all the pieces in front of you and look at, and understand, what is the body, yeah? What's the body, Or take the skin off and take all the organs out, look at all the organs, that are in the body that make the body work, yeah? Look at them, yeah? Touch them with your hands, and then see, I don't really like to touch it, yeah? Whatever is inside the body, we don't like to touch it. Whatever goes on into the body or on the body, we love to touch it. We always love to touch it, everything that we see, yeah? As long as it is external, yeah? We don't like to touch these internal things, yeah? We need to put some gloves on, to be able to touch it, yeah? We feel it's dirty, yeah? Whatever is inside, we feel it is dirty. How come, yeah? How come that we have this delusion that the body itself is beautiful? When we open it up, we feel like when we touch it, it is dirty, yeah? Also, when we are sweating, when it is hot, when we are sweating, we don't like to touch our sweat, yeah? Because whatever comes out of the body, we don't like to touch, yeah? No matter if it is piss, no matter if it is shit, not even our saliva, not even our spittle, yeah? We don't like to spit it in our hand, and then lick it up, yeah? But in our mouth, it is 24 hours, yeah? Do it, yeah? That's an exercise, you do it. Or sometimes, really touch your shit, yeah? What's wrong with it, yeah? But we feel dirty, yeah? When we do it. We really feel dirty, yeah? What's wrong with it, what comes out of the body? Why do we hate it? Why are we so disgusted with it, yeah? Okay, then use it, yeah? Use it when the onslaught of sexual desire or sensual desire comes, yeah? What's so beautiful about this body? The body is a nice, when you look at the machinery, it is a nice machine, yeah? Just like people like computers, yeah? It's a nice machine, it's a nice tool, yeah? Or other people like other tools, yeah? But that's it. There's nothing beautiful about the machine, nor is something disgusting about this machine. But when we talk about the body, it is only beautiful, it's gracious, it's grandiose, yeah? Why? Yeah? It's a very interesting machine. That's it. Yeah? Neither beautiful nor ugly. Yeah? So why do we see it as beautiful? Yeah? Get down to it. Yeah? Investigate it down to it. Yeah? Why do we see it? Yeah? The moment we open it up, we get disgusted. The moment we close it, we get infatuated. Yeah? And then we open it up again, and then we get disgusted. Then we close it again, and then we get infatuated again. Huh? What's it? What is this? Huh? It doesn't make any sense. Huh? So prepare yourself, yeah? And do the body investigation. Understand that you're not, that is the first, that is one of the, it's the third factor, to understand that the body is not us, yeah? So you have to take it apart, yeah? Take it, cut it up, yeah? And look at it, yeah? Place it in front of you. Place it nicely, all the things sorted out, yeah? Or just throw it into a heap. And then look at this heap and then say, this is a body, huh? That's the body that I'm so after, yeah? That I can't get enough of it, yeah? Because when we die, we want to have another body. Huh? Why? Because we're still infatuated with this body. We can't get enough of this body. How many billions of lives have we lived, yeah? Yeah? And how many millions of lives as human beings have we lived? Yeah? If in other realms we have fine material bodies, yeah? Or in some realms no material body. So we are infatuated, yeah? And this is, we have to get down to it, yeah? We have to investigate it so that we understand we are not the body, yeah? Get out of the body, look at the body and see the body is just a body, yeah? It's a nice robot, and we love robots, yeah? See what they are building, they are building dog robots, they are building other robots, yeah? And a long time ago, yeah? Long eons ago, we built this robot, yeah? It's a biological robot, yeah? And then we got infatuated with it, with our own design, just like people, like artists get infatuated with their own work, and yeah? And then they hide in it, and they can't get out anymore. Yeah? We are stuck into it. Yeah? We are stuck into this body. Yeah? We love it, we come back to it, we die, we are born and we die, and we born and we die, and all. Yeah. If we don't make an end to it. Yeah? That's where the Lord Buddha comes in. He showed us there is a way out. Yeah? And the way out is his sila, keeping our silas, yeah? As a monk, we keep the 227 rules, yeah? As lay people who are practice here, we keep the eight precepts, yeah? And then samadhi, yeah? Then we train, yeah, our concentration and developing sati, yeah? This awareness that is aware actually. Not this memory that takes hold of, yeah, all the time. I have to do this, I have to do that, then I have to do this, yeah. We are never there in the moment, when we are present, yeah. In the present moment, yeah. Remember what the Lungta Mahaboa said about sati. Who has sati? Who has the moment of sati? At that moment there are no kilesa. Wow. You understand that? Awareness, complete awareness, completely being in the present moment, yeah? And when you're in the present moment, then there are no thoughts and no memories coming up, there are no kilesas coming up, yeah? So there are no kilesas who tell you what you see and what you're aware of is nice or ugly. Because with the moment, nice and ugly, this or that, instantly infatuation comes up, yeah? So sati is, the moment of sati is where there are no kilesas, yeah? And that's the same thing when we dive into upachara samadhi. For the time that we are in upachara samadhi, there are no kilesas, they are hiding, yeah? It's not that they are completely gone, they are just in the hiding, yeah? The moment, and they try to pull us up, constantly knocking at our glass house, can you come out so that we can play with you, huh? Huh? And what do we say? Yes, sure. We love to play. We love to play around. Yeah? Sila, samadhi, and then panya, investigation. What do we investigate? Body. Yeah? And together, of course, when we sit in samadhi, together with pain. What is pain? Yeah? These are our two main investigations, yeah? When we are starting our practice. Yeah? Until we are finished with the body investigation, until we reach the stage of anagami or non-returner, and then we can investigate memory and sanya, yeah? Memory and thoughts, yeah? Where our delusion comes from. Yeah? But before, we have to get rid of greed and hate because they are so forceful. Yeah? This is such an onslaught. Yeah? Lungta Mahaboa called it the strongest force. Yeah? Sensual desire, sexual desire. It's the strongest force within us. Yeah? It doesn't always have to be on sexuality, but it can be in lots of things. Yeah, having power, having money, having fame, and so on. Yeah, it can divert itself, yeah, into any kind of sensual things. Yeah. So work on it. Yeah, every day. Yeah. You remember that I said that once in a while, huh? Can Richard, huh? Can Alex, huh? Yeah, didn't I? And did you do it? Yeah. Just like the daily reflection, we forget. We forget about the essential things that keep us alive or that keep us, practicing happily as a monk. Yeah? Okay, now you can ask questions. No more questions? Okay. Yeah, you have one.
Wenn mich die Situation hemmt, Sati zu haben, aufgrund von Nervosität, vielleicht auch Angst, Verkrampftsein tritt ein und ich komme aus diesem da nicht mehr raus.
Ja, dann gibt es eine Möglichkeit. Buddha. I mean, if we are tense, if we are nervous, where does this nervousness come from? Yeah? For instance, when you chant the Anamodana, where does this nervousness come from? Yeah? It comes from thought, it comes from fear. Where does fear come from? Thoughts. Yeah? So when we have Buddha, when we have Sati, yeah? It doesn't hinder you. You don't do the correct method, to go against it. That is the only problem. Yeah? I mean, Buddha is the universal, or attention on the breath is the universal help. Yeah? Whatever problem we have, the moment we go back to our Buddha and the mind becomes calm, there's no problem. The problem only starts, with our thoughts. Yeah? And tenseness and fear, arise only through our thoughts. You understand that? Yeah? So, when you think you become tense, just do Buddha, Buddha, Buddha. Or pay attention to the breath. Breathing, breathing out. Yeah? There's nothing else in our life, breathing in, breathing out. Yeah? When the breath stops, then you're in trouble. Yeah? Because then you don't have any more means, to practice. Yeah? Then you're devoured by your karma. Yeah? And whatever karma you have, that's where you go. Yeah? So use it just like I said. Yeah? Use the investigation of the body or the Asubha practice. Yeah? As a remedy. Yeah? It remedies a lot of things. Yeah? And the Buddha helps to get over your fear, because fear comes through thought. Everything. Yeah? Tenseness comes through thought. Yeah? First is the fear, then comes tenseness, and then you're stuck. Yeah? So if you realize that you're stuck, then puttu for 5 minutes, and then you relax. Yeah? We don't have any time pressure, yeah? Most of the time. Yeah? So we can do it. We just can stop for 5 minutes, huh? Yeah. And relax. Yeah. So what is important? And then most of the things, that we thought are important are gone. So they were not important. Yeah? Realize, whatever is important, will stick to us, even if you do for 10 minutes, samadhi. Yeah? If you forget about it, okay, fine. It wasn't important. Yeah? If you remember it, or if you still remember it, yeah? People try to remember what is important while they are doing meditation. It's also the kilesa. Yeah? It's the kilesas bringing up, trying to divert our attention. Yeah? Trust your heart, yeah? I mean, that's what we're learning. We're learning to get in connection with our heart. Trust your heart, yeah? Whatever is important, it will remember, yeah? It's only the kilesas, who cover it up. And that's what we remove with our samadhis, yeah? With our sati. We remove the layer of the kilesa so that we can get in touch with our heart. Yeah? Okay, fair enough. Huh? Today was quite a strong talk, yeah? So, huh? Young meditate. ไม่จีบมันมีคำถามทำไม่จีเดินพุทโธคำตอบ